Hey everyone, I'm back with the lore juice. Since nobody suggested an agent on my previous video, since basically my channel doesn't even exist, I'll just cover Omen, since he's a mysterious fella, but we can get a bit of a grasp on what his deal is. Some sort of shadowy abomination, filled with dread and pain, Omen is easily the edgiest and scariest agent to date. What is under that hood? Omen, codenamed Wraith, or real name Fred, is a Radiant agent in the game. He is voiced by Jason Marnoka. Before he turned into a badass edgelord, he was a human like any other, and it's safe to assume he worked for Kingdom and Viper was his working partner, or at least they knew each other at Kingdom, perhaps even a romantic relationship, yada yada, you know what the internet's like.
Sabine, look at the monsters we've become. At least you have flesh to hide your horror. Stay alive, Sabine.
But at some point, something went wrong, perhaps a failed experiment or an accident with Radianite at the lab. Fred got caught in a bad spot, and he's received pretty much the worst Radiant treatment we can see so far. All the other Radiants kept their natural physiques, but what happened to Fred wasn't the same. My guess is he got completely disassembled, scattered across an unknown plane. The plane he travels through in his ult or with his teleport ability, but somehow he got pulled back together. Sorta.
Split. They don't know the meaning of the word.
His player model is very unique compared to other agents. First of all, no face, yikes. And his arms seem like they're just wafts of energy under those bands. And if I'd have to guess, the chest piece he wears is a special garment holding him together. Otherwise he'd just be floating energy. My guess is Kingdom needed him back to research his physiology. Those guys don't want to let a mutated Radiant brother go. Omen frequently mentions getting ripped apart, splitting, or hearing voices suggesting he's connected to another plane of existence.
Reyna, the souls you consume, do you hear their voices as I do? Another of me. How many times did I get ripped apart? How many times did I die?
He also has amnesia. He can't specifically remember what happened to him, only the pain and agony it caused him. His goals seem to be recovering his past memories and finding out who or what did this to him. Perhaps Kingdom did it to him on purpose. Again, it's just speculation.
I'll kill that Omen. I'll take his memories. I will remember.
However, despite all the pain he endured, the Omen that came out got control of his new abilities, and I'm not sure where he picked up his gun skills. Either he had them previously or after he joined the team. Could also be suggested that Omen has some sort of outlook on the afterlife and knows that Sage tampers with life and death, and he deep down wishes for death as it would finally bring him some peace and quiet.
Sage, the life you give, do you ever wonder where it's taken from? I let go for a second.
He also calls Yoru the Riftwalker, perhaps suggesting that Yoru and Omen use the same alternate dimension to travel around.
I'm curious, Riftwalker. When you travel, can you feel the pieces you leave behind?
Anyways, to finish up on Omen, he used to be, a normal guy with a normal life, and that was taken away from him. And he is now just a shadow to that past, a last calling, an omen, shall we say. And he will find out what happened to him, and he will find the people who did this to him, and when he does, death is a mercy he won't grant.
They fear death. They should fear so much more than that.
So yeah, these videos will be way shorter. Obviously we have lots of ground to cover here, and plus if I talk about relations to all the other agents, the information would overlap. So thanks again for coming by and checking out my video. A like and a comment go a long way, I can't stress that enough, and I'll keep making these, so hitting that bell icon ought to help us all out. Again, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you soon again.